What's up guys, and welcome back with some more Limbus Company, and today we're obviously going to be talking about something that is very serious within the ProjectMoon community. Now, if you haven't known, if you've somehow not known about this and you're involved in the ProjectMoon community, everything has essentially hit the fan. Like that's the best way to put it. Everything has hit the fan. And yesterday while I was streaming, I was told about this and people just started asking me what my thoughts were, but I only knew stuff on like a surface level about it, so I just gave my quick little opinion about it. So this video by Welvader is going to give us the whole summary on the situation that has been going on. So I'll let you know what I think. I want to see what Welvader thinks, and then we'll go from there. But I want to make this super clear. I typically don't make videos that involve drama with games. It's very rare that I have done that. I've maybe done that like once or twice with other games. So just know, that's not what we do over here. And what we definitely are not going to do over here is just like go bash other people, go tell people, oh, go boycott this, that. Like, listen, I'm going to give my opinion. You can give your opinion. We be civilized, and that's that, okay? The purpose of this is not to go act like some hyenas, okay? That's not what we're going to do. And that's not what we do over here. So I'm going to leave a like on Welvader's video, and I'll leave the link to this video in the description box below. And I'm sure as more time passes, there's going to be new information that comes out. So if you're watching this video at a way later time and some of this information becomes outdated or something happens, stuff happens, okay? I'm talking about it at this exact moment. But anyways, here we go. So it says, what is with the controversy? A short and detailed video about ProjectMoon drama. Limbus Company. So here we go. Let's just get right into it. Hi all. You may notice this video is a little different in nature, and that's because I want to talk about the recent review bombing drama. This is intended to be a short essay, well, short and easy to understand video, on the situation to spread awareness and fight misinformation, which is good. Because Lord knows on Twitter, and I'm still gonna call it Twitter, misinformation is spread every day. Like, it's insane. I'll be going over the things that happened because I'm sure a lot are confused, and I'm including my own opinion on the matter because I think it should be said, okay? And I have separated the video into an overview and opinion chapter. Okay, so first up, overview. Timestamps in the description box below, there you go. So what actually happened? Apparently a group of people from DC Inside, a Korean forum similar to 4chan, got angry recently over a lot of things, which are controversy regarding a ProjectMoon artist being the tipping point. According to my research the last couple of days, this group of players are angry over recent class changes, ego nerfs, uptie forecasts, the Heathcliff ego misspelling, and angry over Ishmael's censorship, which you'll cover last. Okay, so I know about a few of these things, so let's just get into it, because this is the type of video it's going to be. Y'all are watching this because you want to know my opinion on the matter, right? So I heard about the ego nerf thing, right? Which is what, them nerfing base egos to make them more expensive or something. That's my understanding upon that. So that's the first thing, right? Uptie 4 cost. I mean, I've seen the cost of Uptie 4 for like every identity and such. And at least my opinion when it comes to the whole Uptie 4 thing, I mean, it's the highest Uptie now, and I expected it to be more expensive. And I guess for the reason of they don't want you to just uptie 4 everybody, because then the game becomes extremely easy. And as far as I'm concerned, even though I'm newer into the ProjectMoon community, you know, and Limbus was my first ProjectMoon game, these games are supposed to be difficult. You're not supposed to be able to steamroll through everything, because then what's the point? So if a game has a reputation for stuff being difficult in the first place, and then they're making the cost of upgrading your characters to the highest tier more expensive, it really makes you think, and this is at least my opinion, it makes you think, okay, I really have to invest these resources into a character that I love playing as, and they'll be the strongest one, and then I'll choose the next strongest one that I love playing as. Not, I'm gonna just shred through everybody else and uptie for them like I did before with the upties. So I don't know, that's at least the way that I look at it. Like, yeah, is it kind of crazy looking at all the stuff that it cost? Yeah, it's like, oh damn. That is quite a bit. But at the same time, It makes you really think about what the hell you're putting your resources into, which I feel like makes sense, you know? So, I don't know, that's my thoughts on that. You could agree or disagree, you tell me how you think. If you still feel like it should cost a little bit less, hey, whatever it is, I'm cool with it. So yeah, from my understanding, this group of players has been dissatisfied for a while. Well, actually, before I even get there, my fault. Scuffed video be like, on my part. So then the Heathcliff ego misspelling, I'm not sure about that. I don't know about that. But what I definitely do know about is this whole Ishmael situation, which, how the hell did it get to that point? How? Like, bro, how? We'll get there when we get there. From my understanding, this group of players has been dissatisfied for a while, but Ishmael censorship was the tipping point, as it was uncovered that the artist was a radical feminist, blah, sorry. I freaking misspoke for a sec, can't read, who the review bombers weren't happy with. Which, the review bombers, don't get me started. This allegedly was the last straw on the camel's back, which made the group burst out in anger and made them review bomb the game, bringing down the recent ratings as low as 44% positive, which has since recovered, which is good that it has recovered now. But that's insane how quickly that could happen. Like, just like that, boom. Your game's reviews in the freaking drain, dude. The balancing changes with clashes and egos are understandable. It would be reasonable to say that people could be dissatisfied with it. Yes, exactly, including Heathcliff's ego being misspelled, imagining spending the resources only to find out, okay, it didn't work as thought. Okay, so that's what that meant? That's what that meant? Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd be annoyed too. Like, it is completely understandable to get annoyed about things in the game. I'm not going to be somebody that says, oh, you should be 100% happy the whole time and act like there's nothing wrong. No, because people do that in gacha games like Genshin and stuff, which you guys know. I always have a love-hate relationship with that game. If I don't like something, I'm going to say that I don't like it. If I love something, I'll say I love it. But with a game that you truly care about and that is continuously getting updates and stuff, yes, it is completely normal to be dissatisfied. That's not the problem. The problem is going out here like a mob, having some freaking pitchforks and going sicko mode on everybody. That's the problem, you know? There's a way to go about it. However, the last argument is a bit more radical. Apparently, people also cited Ishmael's 4.5 ID as being censored because Sinclair gets to be fully topless in his ID. Where do we even start with this one, boys? Where do we even start with this one? No, listen. First off, I'm going to say the same thing that I said on stream yesterday when I was initially asked about this and only knew about this stuff on the surface level, right? Limbus Company doesn't come off as the type of game to me that would have an insane amount of fan service, to be honest with you. ProjectMoon games in general don't really seem super fan servicey. That doesn't seem like the type of games that they are. I mean, yes, you have some moments here and there of where, you know, a character might act a certain type of way, or, you know, there'll be moments in the game that'll be like more lighthearted and goofy and stuff like that. Yeah, because you need that sprinkled in there because it can't be depressing all the time because Jesus. But I never really thought that we were gonna get like some summer bikini Ishmael Ryoshu straight up showing cheeks skins, like, or just bikini skins. I didn't think that was gonna be a thing that would happen. If we're gonna be realistic and use our brains for a second here, which each person that I've said that to, they agreed. They're like, yeah, I never thought that they were actually gonna do that either. Like, I thought we were just gonna get some goofy summer skins, you know? That's literally what I thought it was. If anything, I'm surprised that we got a tight fit freaking wetsuit for Ishmael. That shocked me, if anything. I was like, oh, they actually did something like that. Okay. Because I thought we were gonna get some like deep sea diving, like big clunky freaking outfits or something. And even if we did get some type of summer outfit, I thought it was gonna be something dumb, like Dawn or whatever, wearing like a freaking duck floaty or something, like stupid stuff like that. That would be goofy. I would expect, because ProjectMoon loves their goofy stuff. But at no point did I like extremely think that was gonna happen. I mean, hey, would it be cool to see, you know, Ryoshu in bikini? Sure, but I mean, no, I didn't like realistically think that was gonna be happening here. But yeah, so they were mad because they saw Ismail as being censored, and then Sinclair be topless. I mean, I don't even, bro just has his shirt off. I mean, he doesn't bro still have a shirt in that ID? I could be wrong, but I feel like he still have a shirt, but then it's just shirtless. I don't know, dude. What do you want me to say about that? Like, huh? This led to a lot of negative review. This is insane. And it says, please be aware, feminism is a very sensitive topic in Korea and is very offensive. If you're Korean, or if you're watching this from Korea, anything that I say here is not to be in any disrespect towards you. Just know that. All right? Just know that. But I'm just gonna give my own opinion on the matter. If you feel like something needs to be added, you could let me know in the comment section down below in a respectful manner, and I will respond to you in a respectful manner. I don't want to see people acting crazy towards other people in the comment section. I don't want none of that. There's no reason for that, okay? That's not what we're gonna do. And like I said, once again, that's literally not what we do in the community, okay? Because we're better than that. So, let's see here. This has led to a lot of negative reviews, because people claim that Limbus is a feminist game. The argument is backed up by that one of the Limbus Company artists was a formal radical feminist. Okay. This prompted them to be fired from ProjectMoon when Chapter 5 will release, because of the controversy, but also because of breaking company policy for allegedly doubling down on their deleted tweets that could ruin the company image. Okay, it said this was confirmed fake. Oh. Okay. Interesting. So that's actually pretty crazy. Okay, you said, for the sake, I didn't even get to read that. For the sake of the artist, I will not be naming them as it could affect their daily life. Yeah, let's not go out here and just go sicko mode on everybody, like I said. That's literally not what we're here to do. We're here to be informed more on the situation, give our opinion. And that's that. While the balancing changes in uptime forecast could be understood, the censorship claim is a bit extreme, especially since people used a fake tweet to dig up dirt on them. Sources down below in description. Yeah, so the fact that, that it was fake, that's insane. That's insane. Like, I could understand, you could feel any type of way you want to about this game and be unhappy with certain things. Oh, I didn't get the skin I wanted, or this type of stuff. Oh, but to go as far as they went with this, with review bombing the game, going after people that work on the game because you didn't get something that you wanted and you want to feel some type of way and say it's because of something else is insane to me. That is actually just insane. Because I would like to think, if you're one of these people that's going ballistic about this, you like this game. You like this community, right? You care about it. So if you do, somewhere in that brain of yours, right? What drives you to do something like this? It's not that serious. It's a game. It's not that serious to be doing all of this to people. Ruining people's lives. Their careers. You know? Like, that's the thing that's just absolutely insane to me. So, I don't know. Like, I can't, like, me, personally, I would never be able to do that. You know? Like, if I got a problem with the game or something's going on, I'll talk about it in a reasonable manner. But, I mean, not everybody's like that, you know? You're gonna always have people that are in the mob mentality that are gonna go ballistic on people. That's just what it is, you know? But that's insane. That is actually insane, dude. I've also been told that this whole drama came from a very toxic part of the fandom, as DC Inside has been compared to the likes of 4chan very often, and there's almost no moderation when it comes to freedom of speech. You know what that means. Do I need to even... I don't even think I really need to go too much into detail with how those type of people act. It's the Wild West in there, boys. Freaking early 2000s internet up in there. That's what that means. That is what that absolutely means. They be saying anything, whatever they want to do, they're gonna do. They just find enjoyment in saying the most vile stuff, bashing whoever, ruining whoever, whatever the case is. Yeah. Sounds about right, eh? Sounds about right. These are the main problems that the review bombers have mentioned. However, there is a long list of other complaints that would be too long to go over in this video, so I've posted it in the description. Okay. Gotcha. Thankfully, the main issues seem to have been settled at the Project Moon headquarters. Also, I love like the Animal Crossing type thing you're doing with the videos. It's cute. Okay. So the main issues seem to have been settled at Project Moon headquarters when a few protesters in Project Moon had a lengthy conversation about it, according to my sources. So thankfully no vandalism or harassment was conducted. Good, because you shouldn't be doing that. You should just have a logical conversation. Like, jeez, man. These days, people don't know what that is. I mean, is there instances of where people should get really pissed off and then, you know, things could hit the fan? I mean, if it's that serious, you know, then yeah, but Jesus, dude. However, if you are part of that side, I'd love to get into contact and talk about you. Talk with you about it. There we go. Even if this drama is very overblown, I'd like to hear the other side of the story as well and talk. It is insane how, like, much publicity this whole situation has gotten. Like, even people that have never heard of this before on a large scale are finding out about this. I have friends that never played Limbus Company or know anything about the game. They know about this. You know, if anyone has any more questions, you'd be happy to answer questions in the comments down below. And with the context being stated, I'll be moving on to my opinion on the situation. Alright, well, Vader, let me know what you think. Here we go. Because I would love to know. And to be honest, I'm very disappointed in the entire situation. Let me explain why. While I can understand that people have complaints and be angry over certain things, I think this reaction is very unblown and unnecessary. I agree. I very much agree. I'm not saying their criticisms are wrong. In fact, I do agree with the uptight forecast. But gotta wait a sec. Review bombing the game was too extreme of a reaction. I love Project Moon and the work they do, and their openness in communication with the player base is something we rarely see from gaming companies nowadays. Yeah, exactly. And to go back to the uptight thing, like I said, me personally, I think it makes sense for it to cost more. Like, obviously, it's going to cost more and stuff. If, you know, if anything, cut it down a little bit, so that way it's not as crazy for people, and there you go. Literally, that's all people have to do. People, a large majority of people could be like, hey, this freaking amount is a little too crazy for me. Can we cut it down a little bit, but still make it, you know, it still be a high amount at the same time? Sure. You know, it's like I had said earlier, the way that I looked at it, I was just like, okay, they made it super high because they don't want everybody and their mother up-tying everybody at once, because then the game just becomes super easy. You know? So at least that's the way that I interpreted it. So it makes you think harder about what you're gonna up-tie for. You know? I mean, hey, if they want to make it a little bit cheaper, it wouldn't shock me that they make it a little bit cheaper. Because whenever they, like, one thing I've noticed about this game also, whenever they have something that is difficult, they seem to scale it down. Like, it gets patched or something, whether it's like boss fights or mechanics, stuff like that, which we've seen happen multiple times. They've done this. They have done this, where something will be more difficult to do, and then they make it easier. So hey, it's probably something that they will do and make it a bit easier. I don't know. Only time will tell with that. But that's completely understandable, and anybody who feels like the cost is too high, I get it, dude. I do get it. So that's all there is to it. But I really do like Project Moon in the way that they go about doing their business and such. Okay. They would have probably adjusted the balancing upon some minor criticism. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. They typically do that. They've done so in the past, and they've continued to improve the game since launch. So review bombing is very unnecessary and just drives players away. Yeah, it makes the community look bad. You're out here torching these people when they seem to listen anyways. I mean, are there times of where they nerf some stuff and it's like, okay, bro, that didn't need to be nerfed? Yes, that does happen, and we've had conversations about this before in the community. But to full-on go sicko mode, review bombing, ballistic on the same people that create the content that you enjoy and are passionate about like that is not right. And that's not how you go about doing stuff. If you are an adult, you should know better. You should know better. Come on. Especially so because it happened on the same day as the review bombing happened. Including compensation for Heathcliff's ego being misspelled too. So it's very unnecessary to review bomb the game. So they even gave us currency for some more polls because of the Heathcliff situation. So they already compensated you for one of the things that you were complaining about and review bombing for. So, and that's the thing too. This game, just about every time they mess up with something, they compensate you. You know how many other gacha games really will not give you a bunch of currency like this? A lot of them will not. You'd get scraps if you're lucky. Scraps, literally. Like, they don't have to give out all these pulls and stuff, but they do. And it's a lot. They have given out a lot. Let's not act like they haven't, okay? And I'm trying to call this down the middle with the whole situation also, okay? That I'm trying to do my best with. I don't want to make it seem like a freaking Project Moon, freaking Limbus Company White Knight or something like that, because that's not what this is over here. But if we're gonna be honest, this situation is ridiculous. It is. And before I move on, I want to say, please do not take rumors at base value. There's a lot of misinformation going around currently on Twitter. Yep. So only rely on trusted and factually checked sources like this video. Shout out to Wellvader once again. Appreciate you taking the time to get all this information. And once again, please be aware feminism is a very sensitive topic in Korea and is very offensive. Anyway, as for the Ishmael censorship, I don't think Project Moon was trying to send any political or feminist message with it. Exactly. I highly doubt that was the case. I'd be shocked if that actually was the case, you know? Especially since the radical feminist artist who worked on it has probably grown out of it, with her tweets being years old. Yes. Which seems to be a topic, or not a topic, which seems to be a trend, which people like to do. It's the classic, let's go back to tweets from many years ago and try to ruin somebody's career with it. And act like that's, you know, what they think now. Classic. Certified hood classic, man. I'm aware of those sources about them doubling down on their statements are there. Those are in fact misinformation. Sources linked in the description. So they didn't double down on that stuff. There you go. I get that people would have liked a bikini outfit as well, like most gachas do. Yes, but Limbus isn't like other gacha games. That's exactly what I was saying. If anything, me and others would argue that this one is better because it fits with the lore and character. Yeah. Which I completely agree with. Like, don't get me wrong. Like I said, would we like to see Ryoshu in a bikini? Sure. Sure. I mean, I'd be like, hell yeah, take my money. But if that's not something they want to do, they're not going to do it. And it really doesn't match with how they do things in Project Moon and Limbus. That's not really a thing. That's what I'm saying. You should be grateful you even got a freaking skin-tight Ishmael skin. Damn. Like, jeez, dude. And I could respect the fact that they try to stick to the tone and stuff that they have set as much as they can, you know? And don't just do stuff to get some super quick cash. And also in this game, this is the easiest gacha game I've ever played to get characters. They literally give you the shards in the game from doing stuff and just grinding in the game weekly and daily to get these boxes so that way you could choose the shards and go get characters instead of pulling for them. Like, this game, you know how many times I've gotten units and I didn't have to pull for them? Like, Jesus. Come on now. Come on now. Really. Let's be real here. After the review bombing incident, a subsection of the group who review bombed it started to enter Limbus Company Reddit and started harassing the subreddit, which caused it to promptly momentarily go private. Like, it's just insane to me, the mob mentality. Because you have to keep in mind, these people they got nothing better to do. Bro, if you sitting on your phone and computer all day, out here just bashing people, getting into Reddit fights, Twitter wars with people, like, realistically, you got nothing better to do. You're not making no money out here. You're not interacting with people outside. You're not touching grass. Something's wrong here. Something is actually wrong here. That's just the reality of the situation. Like, you just love trolling so much, or there's just something wrong with you that I just don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. I really don't. For those people that just go out and just bash people. Like, can you imagine you just being like, oh, I'm excited for the new update or whatever. Boom, wave of people start mud stomping you in the corner, bro. Or, like, you're just talking about something about the game casually. About a story point. People come in and start bashing you. Like, that, I don't know. It's just insane to me. Like, I keep saying that. The amount of people that will go and do that. Because they literally have nothing better to do. Because that's just the reality of the situation. So, yeah. Even the Project Moon community Discord got temporarily shut down because of the misinformation being spread about the incident, which is frankly very, very disappointing. Yeah. I mean, I'm not shocked. I am not shocked with that. I am, by all means, of the goddamn dictionary, disappointed. Not only because of this unnecessary drama and big portion of the community going on lockdown, but also because Project Moon doesn't deserve this kind of hate. I agree. I agree. And I do want to say, I feel very, like, before we continue this, I feel bad for that artist though that got screwed over like that. Because you're telling me them tweets that you didn't even double down on, and then there was the tweets, and then there was also fake tweets that people brought up and stuff to screw you over, and that messed you up. That's tough. Like, that's the danger of the internet. You know, anything can happen. Yeah, anything can literally happen. Mob mentality, then you get in some misinformation thrown in there too, and it creates a mess, and it could ruin everything that you do. That is the very terrifying thing about the day and age that we live in, dude. You know? But yeah, like I said earlier, a gaming company that listens to its player base as much as them is a hidden gem nowadays. Yes, and I really like that about them, especially with how kind and understanding they are with constant improvements and compensation. Exactly. Get a bunch of compensation. They try to keep us up to date with what's going on. These other companies that make a filthy amount of money, they don't give a damn. They do not care. Listen, you're gonna get your stuff when you get it, and that's it. Have fun, buddy. I don't care. You know what they care about. I mean, every company cares about money, obviously, but you have more companies that are clearly passionate about what they're doing, and it shows in their work and how they communicate with you. So, Project Moon, they care. They do care. Are they perfect? No, but nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. That's how it goes. But they show that they try to learn from their mistakes and do better and compensate you fairly. So, yeah. Even with Project Moon having its fair share of faults and especially performance problems on mobile, which, yes, I heard about the mobile version and they need to fix that thing. That thing would be getting cooked. I have people pulling up in my streams like, damn, bro, this mobile version is terrible. I can't even play the game. They've done a lot to patch up the game and improve it since its release. I'm sure that most errors could be patched out given time. And while the review bombers are at fault for the situation, I am very glad that they could talk it out peacefully with Project Moon at their office, and I hope that both sides grow and learn from their mistakes. Yeah, I'm glad that they were able to have a good conversation too, and it didn't escalate to anything unnecessary. That's good. But I really don't think people understand how nice Project Moon is, because they don't deserve this. But I'm also disappointed that this controversy had to affect the community like this. Yeah, it is a very unfortunate thing. But hopefully it's just a learning moment, and people could grow from it. Which, the very immature people out there doing all that BS, I don't know if it's going to be a learning moment for them. Because for those type of people that are that just degenerate, like, to go out and start bashing, like, developers and just review bombing and then attacking people and just casually talking on Twitter about the game or Reddits and stuff. You need to go touch some grass, my guy. You need to go figure out something. I don't know, some therapy, something out there. Because something ain't working for you, man. Something's clearly not working for you. You know? I will say that, because there's no reason to be out here attacking people. It's not that serious. Okay? It's not that serious. It is a video game. Especially because the storywork artist had to be fired because of the whole incident, which is really sad and very disappointing that it's come to this. Yeah. Like I said, it's freaking crazy that this happened. I continue this channel because I want to see this community grow and flourish, and personally for me, it's incredibly heart-wrenching to see this happen. Yeah. Because it sucks, because at least the people in the Project Moon, like the Project Moon community that I've dealt with, I'd say like 98, 97% of you guys have been hella cool to me. And we've been able to have a good time this whole time, you know? Like, we haven't dealt with much toxicity or anything like that. Y'all are some cool people. Are y'all weird? Yeah, y'all are weird. But you take pride in that. But not this. This ain't what we be doing out here, man. And I worry that this could repeat itself with every update that could offend or annoy someone because of minor mistakes. You know how it be, man. You know how it be. So please, I urge you to share this video around and share my message. Project Moon doesn't deserve this hate, especially with the amount of misinformation being spread around right now about them. Yeah, I agree. I really do feel bad for that artist, though. That's just effed. That is effed, dude. And if you're from the group who review bombed the game or know someone from that group, please let me know. I genuinely believe that things can be fixed and made right with some dialogue, and I wish to hear their side of the story, too. Yeah, I mean, I still mean what I said. With what I just said like 2 minutes ago, like if you're somebody who spends all day just bashing people and review bombing stuff, stop. Yeah, get some help. If you're somebody from that group that has realized that you took it too far and you want to have a conversation with some people in a civilized way, that's completely different. Hey, that is something good. But if you're somebody who's going to continue doing this out here and you just want to be on demon time all the time doing stuff like this, stop and get some help. And I think everybody, just about everybody, could agree with that. You need to go figure it out, man. You genuinely do. That's just what that is. Because I have no tolerance for people doing that type of stuff to people. That's just bullshit, dude. You shouldn't be doing that to people. Just because you feel some type of way about a video game. Seriously. Second to last thing I want to say to anyone watching this right now, please do not harass any of the people involved. I think most people want things to go along as normally again and let the situation pass. Indeed, indeed. So please don't fall to don't fall for information on Twitter. A lot of people are spreading fakes and lies right now, so take everything with not just a pinch of salt, but a spoonful of salt. Yes. Because for every truth, there's a freaking 1,000 or 100 lies out there. Alright, that is all. That is all. I won't be going anywhere, and I'll continue making my usual videos. I just feel obligated to make this video detailing the events in my opinion. Hopefully, we could continue to be a happy community after this, and have a nice day. You too, Welvader. Thank you for providing the information, my dude. And hopefully, people are being nice and civilized in your comment section. Which I'm sure the majority of people are. I'm sure. Like I said, this is a good community you have here. But in every community, there is going to be the rotten core, you know, like the rotten part of it, the pit, whatever you want to call it. There is always going to be that bad part. But it's crazy how loud the bad part could be, even if they're a smaller amount. How much freaking noise they can make, you know? It is wild. Yeah, I feel like I gave my opinion on the video. This video went longer than I thought it was going to, but I know everybody and their mother is going to be asking me, because y'all were starting to ask me yesterday when I was streaming Library of Ruina. So I just wanted to let you guys know my thoughts. So, like I said, don't go out of your way to be getting into crazy arguments with these people. It's not worth it. I'm not sending anybody to just go crazy on anyone. I gave my opinion of how I thought about the people that are going and bashing other people. Stop and get some help. I'm gonna stand on that. You need to figure it out. All right, that's just what that is. Very unfortunate for the artists. Maybe in the future they could figure something out and try to, you know, see what they could do there. It's just this situation really does remind me of other situations that I've seen with instances on Twitter over somebody. Old stuff gets brought up, and then they put in some fake information in there also. They get fired, and it's like a whole thing. But I have seen instances of where this has happened, and it was made right, and the person was rehired in the end, and they were able to talk it out and discuss it and such. And I also just wanted to add that it is completely effed that they ended up getting fired like that, though. And I feel like it's just, like back to what I said before, it's a crazy thing of how the world works these days, of where anything could just screw you over like that from something from a long time ago, and then add misinformation in it, and it's over for you. So it's like, at the moment that it happened, I don't know if ProjectMoon was aware that there was some false information in there, and they fired the artist not knowing that, thinking that everything was true. But it happened pretty fast of how they did end up getting fired, which is crazy on its own. So I just personally hope that they're able to talk it out and make it right, because it would be an extreme loss to the community to, like, lose an artist like that does such an amazing job, and we appreciate their work like that. And it's literally their job. Like, this is what I'm sure they love to do. So can you imagine, like, something that you're super passionate about just being ripped away from you just like that over something that's not true in the first place? It's just a completely effed up situation, and I hope that the artist, you know, is done justice and treated in a respectful manner for this whole just mess of a situation. So shout out to the artist, and I hope that all goes well with hopefully repairing this relationship between ProjectMoon and them, and ProjectMoon really just trying to make sure that something like this doesn't happen again. And yeah, we'll just have to wait and see, but I am very sorry for them that some BS like this happened. But yeah, please don't go and attack any ProjectMoon developers, any of that. Just don't. If you have a problem, make a post about it. Post it on Reddit. Make a YouTube video about it. Share it on Twitter or something if you have a problem with the game, and let people know. But full-on attacking, that's not the way to go about this. And hey, maybe you don't agree with everything I said in this video. That's completely fine. You could have your opinion, I'll have my opinion. It is what it is. But just know, if I see you trying to attack anybody in the comment section down below, you're gonna get banned. That's not what we're gonna do here, okay? I want to make that very clear. This is a safe space over here for my community. So we're not going to be doing that. You could have the conversation with other people, discuss it in any other way. Just know any out-of-pocket stuff like that is not going to be tolerated, okay? Because I'm sure maybe there's some people with the uptie thing that they'll disagree with me. They'll be like, no, I feel like it shouldn't be like that, and I should be able to get the upties quicker and stuff. Hey, that's your opinion then. I'm not gonna, like, be mad at you for that. Like I said with that whole thing, I could agree, like, hey, if you want it to cost a little bit less, then hey, make it cost a little bit less. You know, as long as it's not like a super significant amount, like a crazy amount, then I feel like, okay, it's fine, you know? It is what it is. Because I just feel like, you know, it'd be crazy for us to uptie for every character that we have immediately. I feel like now it should just be one of those things, like in other games, because in other gacha games and stuff, it takes a while to get your character up to the higher tier and stuff. So you can't just upgrade all of them immediately like that, like it's expensive. That's how it works, you know? That way you really see the value in what unit you're going to be getting up there. So that's my whole opinion on that. But was there anything else I needed to see real quick? I'm going to make sure that if there's anything else I needed to look at, that's just the whole timeline of stuff. Here we go. Okay, so you be respectful to each other in their opinions. Yeah, people can have different opinions. Yeah, exactly. And don't harass anyone in this video or actively seek to provoke others. That just ain't cool. And don't spread information and hate speech. You'll just delete the comment. Yeah. So there you go. Yeah. And it has been brought to my attention that Koreans aren't angry about feminism as a concept, but specifically with TERF, who are a group of radical feminists who actively harass people who they don't agree with. Ah, I see. Okay, and it should be noted that the line between regular feminism and radical feminism is very, very thin in Korea, so people are quick to call it radical. Okay, so people immediately just cross that line and call it that. Okay, so thank you to the Korean community for shedding more light on the situation. I'll be editing the pinned comment as more information gets revealed. Okay, I'm glad that I know about that now. Okay, that is why I wanted to see if there was some type of pinned message. Okay, good to know. Good to know. And I'll look at one comment real quick. The whole Boatworks Ishmael design is censored thing really falls apart when you realize that even the artwork itself implies that she's diving underwater for a rather long time. With this in mind, would you rather use a proper outfit for diving and get the job safely, or work in a bikini because it's a summer event and a gotcha? Think, Mark, think. Yeah, exactly. It's a great point. It is a great point out here, honestly. So, yeah. This was a very good video, so subscribe to Welvader. They make some great Project Moon content out here. Excuse me, if you enjoyed the video over here, hit the like button. Subscribe, you could share it to anybody you would like to out here. Like I said, I'm sure not everybody's gonna agree with this video. I'm sure there's gonna be some of the people that were out there full-on bashing people going crazy that are gonna find it. It is what it is, you know? Not everybody's gonna like what we do here, but I wanted to give my opinion. So, yeah. I'll see y'all soon again with some more Project Moon content, Limbus Company, Library of Ruina. You already know the deal over here on the channel. So stay safe. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. And as I always do say, don't do crack.
Be sure to subscribe to the Special K Experience if you enjoyed this video. If not, you're going to Femboy IHOP.